Hello, I'm Dave. I'm going to run through a quick demo here of the latest VCOM Control Panel for Android. So this is going to show the latest features in addition to the ones that have been in place for quite some time. So I'm going to press the icon that says VCOM. I'm going to then put in the appropriate information. In this case, it says Stephen. We can leave it as that. And the passcode. And of course, I would have put in the IP address and the port number. Hit log. It's going to log in and give me the familiar control panel, which is a full matrix control panel, which allows me to initiate any number of listen keys, any number of talk keys, etc. Two-way radio, momentary only two-way radio. You can see that when I'm holding talk, the red bar is on top indicating the live microphone. I can listen, I can talk, I can scroll to multiple pages. There's the familiar audio presence indicator, which means the background of the key goes to white, so there's audio on that channel. I can listen to the BBC, I can listen to an online stream of the Los Angeles Police Department. Of course, I can have a talk key, but I really can't talk to them. I have, in this particular case, 4 of these panels. Oh, hit the wrong key. There we go. Sorry about that. I can scroll between multiple pages, just like you can on any matrix control panel. This key is a special telephone key, which I will come back to in a moment. So back over here, we have these, which are designated as telephone lines. In this case, there are 3 lines. 2 are active. One of them is offline currently. These are SIP telephone lines that are interconnected to, in this case, the public telephone system. They could be interconnected to a private exchange as well. They're SIP digital access virtual phone lines. So if I wanted to dial a number, first of all, here's a direct key to Stephen Brand. Here's a direct key to John, listen key to John, etc. Standard matrix functionality. If I press on this telephone icon, boom, I now get the 3 telephone lines that I'm allowed to dial out from. So I'll pick the first telephone line, and then I'll say down here, I can dial. So I'm going to dial a number. In this case, I'll dial 222-1693, and then I will press this key, which will initiate the talk. It'll start to ring in a moment here. Yes, there's the ringing, and now somebody would answer the phone and we'd have a conversation. I could then scroll back to this key, and I'll see here that this is now the active telephone line. And of course, I just demonstrated I can turn the key, the panel either way. And there's talking. I can continue to listen to the phone line and not talk, etc., whatever I want to do. I can then go back and say, all right, I'm going to dial now another phone line. I can press this again. It'll bring up down here the number that I'm already on. I can press this and bring up, say, the second number and say, okay, I'm now going to dial something from my contact list that is in the phone. This has been imported from the phone. And I'll go down here to, let's see, there's a conference bridge in here. That won't bother anybody. And now I'm dialing the conference bridge. So the conference bridge will ring, answer. Then I could go back here and I'd be able to see 2 telephone lines right now. And of course I could listen to and talk to either one of those. Those are not tied together. The audio is not tied together. I keep forgetting to change this. And I can see the phone lines, and I could keep dialing as many numbers, as many phone lines as I have. So I'll go back to here and I'll say, okay, I'm going to drop that line. I'm going to drop that line. Talk is off. I'm no longer talking to anybody. I don't need to listen to them anymore. And I can go back here. And once again, I could also say I want to talk, and I'm going to say history. So now I could pick a line, as I've done. That's the line I want to use. And I could look back and say, here's my call list of calls that I've made recently. Here's the one I made a moment ago. I'll say that one is now dialing that number again. So it's a redial of anything that is in the history, recent history of having been dialed. So I'll now hang up on that line, and then go back, and I can scroll back to any number of keys back to a standard Matrix control panel. So the beauty of this is it's a seamless integration of Matrix intercom point-to-point. It can do IFBs, it can do party lines, program listens, and of course it now seamlessly integrates telephone lines at the same time. This of course can work in any of the standard configurations. So thank you very much, and there's our little demo.